gadgets for you. And today, we're going to be talking about IpadOS. So, as you may know, it just came out because Apple did their WWDC 2023 event yesterday. And they added a bunch of new stuff to the IpadOS. So, let's just talk about it, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. Now, if you do enjoy this video, then leave a like, and you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos. And I just did an iOS 17 update video yesterday, so go check that out after you watch this video, of course. Watch this video first, because it's going to be a good video. Probably the most anticipated feature for the iPad, and it's customizing your lock screen. They finally did it. I was hoping they would add it this year, and they did. So, let me tell you about customizing your lock screen and what that means. You're going to be able to now pick whatever picture you want, what font you want, and what color of the font you want to be, and a bunch of widgets. So, basically, it's like the iPhone's customization, but now for iPad. And a cool feature about that is, on iPhone, there are only about 3 widgets you can do on there, but the widgets on iPad will take advantage of that space. You can have a bunch of widgets. They're all going to be on the side. So, they're going to take up the whole screen of side, but they're still going to be the small size of the iPhones. So you can put multiple on there, and many on there for the iPad. So the iPad will take advantage of the space. Okay, we're going to move away from the customization on iPad to the actual work experience in the apps. And PDFs got a pretty big update, and Notes, the Notes app, got a big update. Let's talk about PDFs first, though. PDFs, now the iPad can detect when there's a space. It's like, say you have to put your name, and then the date, and then where you live, and then your phone number. It'll detect that, and it'll autofill it for you, so you don't have to spend that much time writing a bunch of stuff you don't even really need. So that's really cool. But another cool thing that the PDFs are going to be able to do is now you can collaborate with other people easier and better, and that autofill feature also works on when you scan it. Like, you get your iPad's camera, and then you scan the PDF. It works on that too. So the PDFs got a pretty big update. That's cool. I don't really use PDFs, but I use the Notes app, so let's get on to that. Now, the Notes app, you can now be able to collaborate with people like the PDFs much easier. And there's going to be a feature where you can see exactly what other people are doing. So say I'm sitting next to my friend, and he's writing on the Notes app, I will instantly on my iPad screen see what he's doing. So it's like a in-live person, but not really live, not really in-person thing that you can now see people what they're doing, or your other collaborators, what they're doing on the Notes app. So that's cool, but Notes app also added it so you can put multiple PDFs on one Notes page, and then you can swipe and you can get like pages of PDFs. So that's cool, because Notes usually was just one page, but PDFs now make it so you can have multiple pages. Here are a couple of little features that they're adding to IpadOS that aren't super big, but they'll make your experience on the iPad much better. First, the Health app. They added the Health app now, finally. Jeez. I don't know why they took so long, but it's okay. The Health app will use the iPad's big screen, and it'll show a lot more data than you would on your iPhone and Apple Watch. Plus, it'll also be connected to your iPhone and Apple Watch, so you'll get the same info from your iPad and Apple Watch to your iPad. The other app that got a kind of big update, or just, let's say, added a few more features onto it, is Freeform. They added new tools on there that you can now use. One of them is watercolor, and another one is fountain pen. So now you can do different art designs, since that thing is just like a giant whiteboard. And adding more onto the collaboration like we talked about in the Notes, now they added a feature where you can follow along. And if you've used Freeform before, then you know that you can move the whiteboard to wherever you want. Well, now when you're collaborating with someone, you can move to that exact spot wherever they're following, and you can follow them. So wherever they're moving, you'll follow it, and you'll see what they're working on at that moment, and you can see if they're messing up your drawing or not, and you can kick them out. But that's not a feature of kicking out. Don't worry about that. They've added live activities to the iPad's lock screen, which is cool. Now you can see your timers, your Uber, and the baseball, basketball, football game in real time. So it'll show the score, how far your Uber is away, and your timer going down in the exact second as if you were in the timer app. So live activities is cool. And another feature that is building on the live activities is now on iPad you can have multiple timers on at the same time. I personally don't use multiple timers. I know other people have been wanting that update, so I'm glad other people got it. Continuing on with the more widgets that they added, more features for widgets they now have interactive widgets, which makes it so if you have a reminders and it says pet the cat, instead of having to go into the reminders app and manually mark it, on the home screen you can just quickly hit the little circle and it'll be marked, and then it'll move it out of the way and put more reminders on there for you, so it'll just move it out since you don't need to worry about it anymore. So interactive widgets is a cool feature that makes it much easier to do on home screen. But another feature that has made iPadOS better, and it's only for Mac users though, so if you don't have a Mac, just skip this. But if you do have a Mac, here's the feature. You can now use your external camera or your camera that you have, like your webcam, as your FaceTime. So if you plug in your iPad and use it as a second display, you can now use that webcam as your FaceTime camera. So that's pretty cool. I know it's not super high quality, but it's still better than your iPad's camera. And of course, they added all of the iOS features onto iPadOS, but if you don't know about those, then go check out this video somewhere up here. I'll see you there. This is Tech Gadgets for you, and I'll see you in the video. Bye!